Good evening. Algorithmic boxes flooding the Forex markets. Cryptocurrency still remains hot and questionable. The year is coming to an end. Oil refiners are trading at highs. And we're going to discuss all this and more on the NEWSBEAT Nightly. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And again, welcome to the NEWSBEAT Nightly. I would love to come out and say, oh, well, it was an interesting day. I guess it depends on what you call interesting. For me, I found more interest in, for example, just random example, like smashing my face against the sidewalk. I would consider something a lot more interesting than the market today. However, I think it's how we attack the markets, which is really bringing our consistency to these new levels. And that's why we're really consistent, is because we're attacking the market in a very intelligent manner. So what I've been doing in this market, and I'm setting it up now, so you guys who are not members of the room, you're going to have a chance to sign up for the room, and I'm going to tell you exactly why in a moment you're going to do it regardless. It's because it's going to likely make you good money for whatever you're investing. If you have a $10,000 account and you turn it into $15,000, you know, over a month or two or three, we've had better success stories than that. We have a success story right here from someone on YouTube, for example, saying, Mark, I started off with $100,000. I was down to my last $26,000. Following you for the past month and a half, I have been able to change my $26,500 back to $80,000. I'm still down $20,000, but what a breath of life it has been following you on YouTube. I don't have time to spend in your room. However, I want to sign up just as a token of my gratitude. Thank you so much. And I'm not going to give the person's name, but we get emails like that, and that's what really motivates me. Because what I'm going to be able to do for this person now is I'm going to be able to send him an email. Now, imagine right now, it's today, in between 3:30 and 4 o'clock, you start getting text messages and or emails. You can have both, you can have one, you can have the other, basically telling you what I'm opening up, position-wise. Imagine you had that. You could be anywhere, as long as you had internet connection and access to your trading account on your smartphone, which the majority of people do. If you had that access, you would be able to potentially follow us in these ideas. So what I'm going to do is, the big thing I'm doing now is I'm going to make it easily accessible. And I'm going to share with you my vision. I'm going to show you how we absolutely just nailed the Euro-US dollar, and why you need to start trading Forex because of the things we do. But I just want to say that another year is coming up. I'm going to be writing my year-end report. We're going to be doing a lot of big investments. We're going to be doing a lot of things. A lot of fund managers were following us. And if you noticed, every time a fund manager or hedge fund trader from the room follows us, you realize the trade always works. Like an AMC when they loaded in those calls and we called the AMC and the AMC exploded. Or how about Delta Airlines yesterday was the only stock on my game plan. And I told her, I was like, oh God, guys, somebody bought a few thousand of those calls we bought. How do you think that person feels today? I can tell you because he called me up on the phone and he was telling me. He was like so ecstatic. He's like, basically, you know, he's like, Mark, you should really, he basically said you should just start working for these hedge funds and you shouldn't, you know, try to deal with the little fish out there. You're not going to get the recognition you deserve. That's what he told me. And I said, ha ha ha. You will have plenty of people who are willing to help you. There's not many good people who are willing to help the little guy, and everybody was the little guy at one point. I said, don't forget where you came from. So, just sharing a silly phone call. I mean, you guys are family. You know, never leaving you guys as long as I can help it. So, very nice trade on the Delta Airlines. He made over $500,000 on this trade. I mean, it's just a monstrous trade. There's really no nice way to put it, but he crushed it. So, congratulations to him, and congratulations to everybody here who caught this name with us. And by the way, on Delta Airlines, we took it as an overnight last night. In the future, your service to this room is going to allow you to get that alert. Mark bought DAL this at this price, so you'll know the price. You'll know nobody is trying to front run you or jump ahead of you. Sometimes the price will be lower when you see what I paid for it. Sometimes it'll be a little higher. Sometimes it'll be exactly the same. It's full transparency. You get it immediately. So we took some overnights tonight. We took a few. We took 3 of them. First one we took was Costco. And we basically took a call spread because we were bullish on Costco. We basically bought the 190 calls. Those should be up money. And we sold the 195 calls. And those should also be up money. Better than just buying the 190s, huh? Also selling the 195. So, perfect strategy by us there. I'd be surprised. I mean, we should catch a double to triple to quadruple, I would assume. You know, depending on how Costco goes. But at least a double, right? So we called Costco bullishly before the close. And imagine, you get that text alert on your phone, wherever you are. You're on the toilet, you're working another job, you're anywhere in the world with an internet connection, you're on the beach, and all of a sudden you get that message that a very consistent trader that I do consider myself is messaging you the plays that they're taking in real time. Real orders, not trade ideas. Not trade ideas. This isn't trade ideas. This is, I just bought this at this. I just bought this at that. No fluff. No BS. No dancing around. No figuring it out. No thinking about what to do. There. Right on your cell phone. Right on your email. That's going to change the future of traders. Some people don't dedicate all the time to the room. Some people are trying to get back into trading and they have a kid or they have 2 kids and their wife is like, go get a job. You're not going to be able to support us as a trader. And you're probably out there working whatever job, whether you're a lawyer, doctor, engineer, you're working at McDonald's, and the only thing you could think about right now is trading, regardless of what you're doing. So you come on at night, you listen to me, and you want to get involved in these plays, and you need to find a good way to take good risk reward behind them, and I'm going to deliver that to you. I promise we're going to have some big things coming for you in 2018. So we took the Costco call spread, we called it bullishly, it worked. Another trade we did was Oracle. We took a straddle, and this is why you have to take options, because you can't go long and short the same stock when you have, when you're taking shares. You can't go long 1,000 shares and short 1,000 shares. You'll have nothing. It'll be zero. But what we did here in Oracle is we bought calls and we bought puts. And again, these text messages and emails are going to just literally spell it out. There's going to be zero confusion. You're going to, oh, okay. He bought it exactly. You'll know the price I bought it at. So there's no BS. There's no, Captain Hindsight, which I've seen so many broadcasters be the Captain Hindsight where they'll take a position and they'll wait for it to go up even like 10 cents, 20 cents, and then they'll tell you about it because they have to make sure they look smart. None of that. My winners, my losers, you get them all. So what we did here on Oracle is we bought $50 calls, $50 puts, and $50.50 calls. And we paid like, what did we pay? Like $2.20? That should be up minimally 50% if Oracle opens here tomorrow. That straddle we took. Great call, huh? But you don't have to be an options trader to take all our plays. A lot of them you will. We took Siebert. How many of you guys jumped in with us in Siebert? And we bought Siebert at $11.60 Right before the close, we chased it through day highs. And I tell you guys, I rarely chase through day highs, and you saw me do it twice. Once with Riot, when we bought it here on Monday at 21.70s, and the stock went to $33 the next day. And you saw me do it again the second time tonight when I bought Siebert, and I chased it through day highs pretty much. It's up to 13.10. You could sell out right now and just take your 10%. It could go up further in the morning. I'm holding it. I don't want to sell it here. How's that? Getting a text message like that. I rarely chase things. I know. It's funny to hear me say that when I did it twice this week. I rarely chase things through day high. Almost never. But when I do, I promise you there's a very compelling thing happening that makes me do it. So here's the third trade we took, and all three are working. But it's not done. Not only did we make money on the stock side, not only are we going to make money on the option side, we're also going to make money on the Forex side. And look, I'm not going to boast what we did with the Euro US dollar, but I have to show you because, well, for you guys in chat, you're probably wondering, I'm already getting love letters. How the hell did you do that? So what we did was, here's the Euro US dollar. We bought it today. Doesn't look like much. Here's a daily chart. It doesn't look like much. Like, really? You bought it? What is there to talk about? Well, the thing is, we bought it at 1.17658. The day low, I kid you not, you can see it right in the top left side of your screen, 1.17648. We nailed that day low on the most active traded currency on the planet, is the Euro US dollar. There's no currency that comes remotely close in volume. And you know what that tells me? That the algorithms are dominating the Forex market much harder than they're dominating the stock market. When it comes to volume, I would say over 99% of the volume is done by algorithms. And you want to know how I nailed that day low? Well, guess what? I'm going to give you a course. I'm going to reveal to you my secrets. I'm going to reveal to you my methodology, and you're going to become a better trader, and you're going to join this community, and you're going to make a difference in the world. And when we start donating to charities, and we're going to start having our charitable donations and whatnot, you're going to give to charity. You know why? Because you're going to be grateful for the fact that you can make money so damn easily now in a market like this, that you're going to step forward and you're going to do something good for the planet, and it's going to spread. You ever watch the movie Pay It Forward? You're going to pay it forward. I'll start. Let me start, but you're going to pay it forward. I promise you, you will. You might not seem it. You might be that really nasty guy who's a real, I don't know, an ass. Come on. Everybody's not nice, but you're going to change. You're going to become a nice person, and you're going to make the world a better place. And you could stay an ass, but you're going to make the world a better place. So how did I do it in Euro US dollar? I connected the December 1st high to the December 11th high. So the goal of my course is I need to teach you why I did that, why I connected that line. And once you get that, that's going to be life-changing for you in the market. You'll be able to, and you see I have other things. I have moving averages. So again, it's not going to be like forget what you learned. It's going to be like you learned all this stuff, yet you're not profitable. Why? And I am telling you a very good answer could be nobody taught you how to properly draw trend lines. You think you know how to draw trend lines. I watched other traders draw trend lines. People in this firm who draw trend lines. People who I love. People who I hang out with. And I'm like, you're doing it wrong. I'm like, what is that? People just like to just draw lines randomly. No, a line is a very exact thing. People like to just say, all right, they'll draw a straight line. Here's the resistance range, and they'll draw a straight line. Here's the support range. And when it hits this range, and they'll give you like a very wide spread of what that range could be. That's not true trading. That's BS. That's somebody trying to make themselves look smarter than they are because they don't believe there is an ability to really nail a bottom. Now, you hear me talking like this every single week. Oh, we shorted it right by the day highs. We bought this euro US dollar right at those day lows. You hear me saying it a lot because we're doing it a lot. This is not just one trade that I'm highlighting. It'll happen again and again and again and again and again. So, I have been improving myself at stock picking in this market. I've been improving dramatically at it. I'm improving as a trader. I am. I see it. I see it in my P&L. I see it in my confidence. I see it in my overnight trades. When we made 500% on those OAS puts from the other day. When you're going to come into 3 winning positions tomorrow. When your Friday is already done as soon as the market opens if you wish it to be. And what I'm telling you is every one of you guys listening on YouTube are missing out on every single one of these ideas. And I'm going to rectify that and make sure it doesn't happen in the future. And what I'm going to do is there's going to be one rate and you can a la carte whatever you want. You can just use it for the text. You could use it for the chat room whenever you want. You could use it to be part of my email list. You could use it for everything, but it's going to be the same price for everyone, and you have access to everything. It's going to be like an all-inclusive pass. And what T3 wanted to do is they wanted to make it a little more exclusive with fewer people. And like I told them, and I'm telling you, I'd rather have 21 people pay $50 than have 20 people pay $2,000. And you're going to see that. Numbers matter. Size matters. Size matters. The more people we have on board is going to do better for everyone. Better for the community. Better for the growth of everything. So with that being said, you guys, I bet you already think of taking your Euro US dollar off. I can't say if that's good or bad at this point. All I can say is no matter what happens from this point forward, you nailed the bottom. So with that being said, you guys want to copy my new Forex orders. Obviously, if you're above the gray line here, this is the filled order we had from yesterday, the Euro US dollar. We're still in it. And I have a couple names to mention. First, we're going to start off with Disney buying every single part of Fox without Fox News. Everything else, Fox Sports, etc., etc. Disney increasing their media presence, buying out Fox. Stock exploded up today. Very bullish move. I'm looking for a follow through from 111.54 in DIS. Very simple. And last but not least, of course, is Seabird. Remember back in 1999, they had like that 172-year-old lady on the Seabird, and she was like, you know, I can't do her well. But everybody used to laugh about her because there would always be that same woman on all the Seabird commercials. She's like, I sent my mutual funds to Seabird. Remember that? Like back in in '99, they were like all over CNBC. And of course, in '99, the stock was $70.63, plummeted afterwards, and now is popping here yet again. So what exactly is happening with Seabird Financial? So they're working with Overstock and their subsidiary T0, which actually I know the CEO of T0 personally. I didn't want to come out and say that. I actually have his phone number inside my phone. Seabird signs a letter of intent to partnership with T0 to basically allow traders to trade their new crypto coins through their software for $2.99 a trade. And there's a Club O, which is Overstock Loyalty and Membership Rewards Program. That elite membership member the opportunity for online trading at even a deeper discount of $1.99 a trade. So you want to trade crypto? You want to trade these new Overstock T0 coins? You're going to be able to open up an account at Seabird Financial and do it. Look at that move that you can now trade cryptocurrencies. Is this a game changer for the stock? Maybe, maybe not. But when it comes to hype, this is the first move of a hype. That's why I chase Seabird. And that's why Seabird is coincidentally up after hours. So I gave you a level of $14, right? $14 goes back to April 2000. A break of $14 gets you $17. So I'm giving you a month. This is a monthly trigger of $14 going back to the month of April 2000. If you guys remember, if you're a trader back then, April 4th of 2000 was the first time as a trader I've witnessed what a flash crash, or it wasn't even a flash, I mean it kept going down, what a market crash looked like. If you guys remember April 4th, 2000, the market just had like no upticks. It was like sell, 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 sell. It was the sickest day, and it really kick-started the whole bubble pop. Was that day on April 4th, 2000. I'm also going to show you how to predict in my yearly report, how to predict when the market's going to plummet, because I think the market's going to go higher in 2018 and then plummet much lower than where it went higher from. And of course, members of this room will get access to that report. So that's what's on my radar, ladies and gentlemen. If there's anyone in YouTube who wants to ask me a question, you can email me, mark.melnick@t3live.com. If you want to copy our game plan, our Forex, feel free. Okay. Overstock, nice. Let's see. Yeah, very high-end hammer there. Looks great. Stitch fix, another inside day. Yeah. Wow. So, by the way, based on this wedge, Stitch Fix is going to resolve tomorrow. Granted, I hope it resolves bullishly. You know, our positions are sizable enough where we should care. You're going to resolve tomorrow in this one. Alright, so what I'm also going to do is I'm going to show a conviction level behind the trades as well. It's probably going to be either on a 1 to 10 basis or one. I mean, I'll share the grading system, but it's going to denote the type of overnight size I take. So if it's a lotto call like OAS, in which we made 500% on, I'm going to list it as the lowest rating because it's a lottery ticket. But kind of crazy, huh? You took only the puts? Our resident female bear, Barbara? Is that what I'm hearing? Great call on only taking the puts. I was in slick like you, so I'll make much less money because my calls will be worthless. But, you know, I make 50% of my money. I'll be happy on Oracle. That'll be fine by me. Cool, yeah, Redler's the man. You did mention it, and it was an excellent look. My thoughts on Gilead long, Ravi? For me, if you want to be long tomorrow, just make sure that you're trading above 74.40. If you are, it looks okay to me. Priyanka, you missed C because you didn't sound the same as I did on Riot. I had different conviction on Riot. You're right. That's why I took, very light share size, 1,000 shares in Seaber, but I took, 50 calls or 5,000 shares worth of Riot. Night and day difference in conviction. It's great that they both worked. At what price at Oracle will I sell my puts tomorrow? I don't have a good answer for that. Depends where it opens. I might sell it right away. I might not. I might watch it on a 1 minute. I'll see what the analysts have to say, Barbara. I never like to pigeonhole myself into that corner. I like giving myself that flexibility. Thoughts on iRobot? Bullish. Pullback level will be 66.56. Shopify, bearish, a break of $105.34, and I might look to short. General Motors, bearish, however I want to go long at $38.90, lower than where it is. General Electric, bearish, and I want to go long at $16.58, a dollar lower. Thoughts on Nectar? Grinding bullishness. If you're looking to know where I would like to buy it, 52.47. New to Nexio is on Kramer. Sounded bullish to you. Okay. Well, that one actually resolved today, Kathy. And it might go tomorrow. I'd keep an eye on that one. Am I still bullish on Twitter? Yeah. And by the way, guys, we called the top of Twitter today very accurately based on a trend line we drew. Basically, when the stock was popping here, right here through 2310 and 2320, we basically dropped back to 2310. We basically said Twitter topped out for the day. We actually called it 10:45 in the morning. So if you want to know how trend lines help, it's game changing. It's by far the most important thing that you'll ever learn on stock. I love all the BS courses out there. We give you, 300, 3,000, 400, 500, 1,200 pages of something. And it's like, I look at that, I'm like, is that a joke? Because there are enough people out there who are dumb enough to think that the more pages means you're learning more information. But the truth is, you would rather have a good piece of information than anything else. Like, I'm not saying this is the only thing that works. I'm saying that don't fall into the bull trap. And it's what the bull makes after he eats dinner. Don't fall into that trap in the market. Do yourself a favor. All right. What will be conviction levels for the stocks and options you buy? Well, you get it every day, obviously, in the room, Ravi, but I'll be emailing and texting it. Hold on. I'll be emailing and texting it, hopefully by the start of the new year. Can I call bottom in Corvo? It looked like it bottomed today. If you were asking me, I probably would have told you 65.66 today. And you would have looked, check this out. I would have given you 65.66 today. Look at this. You would have hit 65.66 at 10:05, and you would have bounced to 66.41. Then after you retested it, that would have shaken my conviction, and it bounced again. Then you retested it, and you bounce again. Then you retested it, and you bounce again. Then you retested it, and then you broke. So I'm saying, like, even giving you that level, you would have been able to see that it keeps hitting that quote-unquote level. That's why I would have given you 65.66. And you could see that it was actually accurate to the penny, because at 10:05, that's exactly where it bottomed at 65.66 on the 5-minute. It was based off this trend line on the daily. Might have bottomed, might have not. You have to sort of watch it. I mean, if the trend line tests like 5 times and bounces and then breaks the 6th or breaks the 5th, you know. BWA broke down. Now you want me to call a bottom? Yikes. It's around $45. It could be less depending on the day that it hits. So what I'm going to do on Borg Warner is I'm going to just go ahead and set an alert for you on this one, Lauren, and I'll let you know when it happens. Cyclicity to Rocky Balboa. I never heard that one before. Anyways, thoughts on Apple lower tomorrow? I mean, are the Q's down? You see Apple's up a little. I mean, look, you're looking to short Apple tomorrow. My favorite level would be 175.92. I don't know if it gets there. Just my thoughts on this one. I don't see a big edge in trading this one, Bubbles. Ravi, Walmart. Had to hold above this level. Pulled back. Uh-oh. True support tomorrow. 96.85 on Walmart. Oh, thanks for that. Yeah, Priyanka. Yeah, I called bullish in Twitter last night and then the top today as well. Yeah, that was a good read off the trend lines. Do I think CBI will go to 20 soon? Again, I'll say it again. I have no idea what's going on with CBI. I have no idea. There's no news that I see that justifies a move to 20. No news that justifies a move lower. I just see a ton of call action going off. I have no idea what's happening, and the stock grinds higher and then sideways. That's the best I could say. I'm not in it, as you know. I did not. For me on sale, I like to see 2 down days to add. So you see here we had 3 down days, here we had 2. So I want to see 2 down days and on the third a breakdown. That's how I go long sale. It's just my thing. And if it goes up, I'm still part of it. Yeah, if we get Twitter chat, I'll let you guys know. What do I think about CMG? Bad Mexican food. Sort of resolved lower. Tomorrow's going to be a critical day. $316.42. Above it bullish, below it bearish. And I'm not saying that level just as any other number. I'm saying that's where your risk reward is in your favor at those points. Roku still looks weak to you? Not to me. I don't see it. Maybe you're right. Support tomorrow 45.17. Resistance 48.06 in Roku. That's awesome, Bubbles. I'm not going to repeat that, but that's funny. Okay, let's see. Some questions from YouTube. A slightly involved questions. Your apology if this is too much to ask. Very grateful if you had pointers. Very lost. Your account size is 40K. You have a full-time job and trade on the side. You have lost a lot of dollars in the past, so it hurts to lose. Question. On days when I have a good trade to open, you average 2 to 4 trades and do not use leverage. On days like today, when my first trade goes for a loss, I average about 20 trades and use leverage. I become desperate and overtrade, and I'm not patient with my trades. I've suffered from the same thing you did, by the way. How do I mentally not lose in panic when I lose dollars on my first trade? Made about 18 trades today with net cash. Options was about 800. After this, there is no energy to work. How can you get better at this? All right, so basically, again, I'm not going to drop his name. But basically, this person is saying when he has a down trade in English, he's trading his butt off to try to make the money back because he doesn't want to have a down day. And when he makes money, he's all nice, calm, and relaxed, and he's thinking straight with his head on straight. Here's the trick to doing this. You have to come in, and I already know your problem because I had that problem. So when you're over trading, answer me this. Are you retrading the same stock that you lose money on? I know your answer is yes. You don't even have to tell me. It's not like, okay, I'll trade another name. No, you feel that a stock owes you money. Here's the trick. I promise you it's going to work for you. And you owe me huge, by the way. You're only allowed to make one trade in a stock a day. Win or lose. And you're done. And that's going to stop you from thinking that a stock owes you money because you lost money trading it. And that's how you solve your problem, sir. Great question. You're great. I got to know you through YouTube and the nightly broadcast. A while ago, I even attended your open house chat room. Now, I'm so sorry that I didn't take the nice promotion for your chat room membership. Should have taken it right there. I'm now interested in any options that you can offer me for your service. Nightly YouTube listener. Okay, so I know they're still offering deals. I can't tell if the deals are going to get worse or better, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you in touch with Amber or Monica, one of those two girls, and they're going to take good care of you if you're interested. And yeah, I hear you, and it's okay. And hopefully that will help you. Stock questions. Stitch Fix earnings report is coming out 12/19. Should we hold on there before the earnings or options only? If we get in SIEB at 13 or above, do I have a stop? All right. No, I don't have a stop in SIEB. In the future, you'll be able to get into it at the closing price or lower in this case, because you'll get a text message. I'm not even saying you should chase SIEB tomorrow. The truth is, I don't want to buy it at 13. I don't know where it's going to open. It could open at 12. It could open down at 10. We don't know where it's opening tomorrow. Most likely it'll open higher. Maybe it will explode through the ceiling tomorrow. And maybe I will buy it. I mean, that's more on the intraday level. So that's an excellent question on Seabird here. I'll almost sit back and enjoy watching all the algos fight over our shares. I mean, I think to me that's going to be the enjoyable part about this. But considering that you're not in it and you're hearing about it now for the first time, and again, I am going to fix that in the future with an email and text service to people who are members of my room. So it's going to offer you guys more. But for now, the time being, I have to see what the analysts say. I have to see how it opens. I have to see so many factors that I can't really say, like, you know, if I buy it at 13 or above, where would my stop be? I could give you an example. Let's say it goes from 13 to 14 to 15, and then I see it pulls back to 14.50, and there's a 5-minute support where I could buy in at that one moment for a 10-cent risk reward, meaning I could buy it at 14.50 with a stop at 14.40, and maybe I'll get back over 15 bucks, so I can make like a tremendous risk reward in my favor. I might do that. But right now, I can't look at it and predict what a 5-minute chart's going to look like for tomorrow. So unfortunately, that's impossible for me to answer. You would have to be part of the intraday room to have that answer, because none of us know how it's going to trade tomorrow. Your Stitch Fix question. Obviously, I cannot legally tell you if you should hold on before the earnings or options only. I'm assuming you're up tremendously on the position, and again, congratulations. All I can tell you is what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold every single one of my shares and not sell one of them prior to this earnings report. How's that? That might be a genius idea, or might be a bad idea. The truth is, if you're buying Stitch Fix with us, you're probably long from, 14s, 15s, 16s, 17s at worst, and you're up $7, $8, $9. I can't tell you to not sell. I don't think it would be wrong if you sold, even if it went to 35. But all I can tell you is what I'm going to do. I don't own any options. I'm holding every single one of my shares. And course info and updates. Thanks for my YouTube series. You're very, very welcome. Please send information about your new alert service. I absolutely will let you guys know as soon as it's up. What do I think of Walmart and STX? Walmart is still bullish. Like I said, if we could just hold this ascending support line, which is, 96.80s tomorrow, maybe we get back to 100. It looks bullish. You know what it looks like to me? It looks like First Solar before we broke out. And we popped up here, and I know I put a massive price target in the room. And what happened after I put the massive price target? It went up a few points and then sideways for like a month, right? From basically November 6th to December 5th. Basically a full month it went sideways after I made that bullish call. And then it exploded all the way out to 71.80. Now it's digesting again. Walmart is starting to look like a little First Solar-ish. It looks actually a little more bullish to me than First Solar, technically. I think it could potentially go higher. And last but not least, Seagate. This is a really, really nice formation here. And you're going to have your answer by Monday, most likely tomorrow. What do I mean by answer? This is a bull flag, and you have a digestive pattern. Most likely, you're going to resolve tomorrow. If you don't, you'll definitely resolve by Monday. Meaning by Monday, you're going to be above or below 41.65, the zenith point of the wedge, with these trend lines that I drew. And you might, I could see the stock getting to like 43, 44 bucks, 45 bucks maybe, and if there was an upgrade out. Those are my thoughts on that. My opinions about dentists. My best friend is a dentist, by the way. You're looking at retirement and you would like to do some day trading. You took the pristine method from T3 Life, but you feel that you need some more help. You would like to subscribe to my service and as well ask me to be your mentor. You see that I perform technical analysis that you did not see anywhere else. Yes, that is very true. Please give you some information how to subscribe to my service, and maybe sometimes we can chat. You trade stocks only and do not know how to trade options or Forex. You think I know how to trade Forex? What made you think I know anything about the Forex market? I just really know how to throw in orders. Oh, our Euro US dollar is looking prettier by the moment. I'm a complete idiot when it comes to Forex. All I'm doing is using a chart, drawing trend lines, putting in a bid, putting in a stop loss, putting in a take profit level. And that's all you need for consistency. That's the beautiful thing. That's why you need to learn how to draw trend lines. I'm going to get back to you, by the way. Joseph with a lot. Oh, sorry. I don't like saying people say. I'm going to get back to you with a lot of information and whatnot, and I'll see what I can do to help you, as we do obviously believe in helping people. There's also holistic dentists out there that use different stuff. I could probably introduce you to one of the greatest holistic dentists I know. But that's a chat that we'll definitely have through email. So, nonetheless, oh, by the way, you were asking where Teresa was. She had to take some personal time for her family, something, all right, so here's from Teresa. All right, by the way, hi, I'm going to read you where Teresa is. Hi, Mark. Due to a family emergency, I will be away until after the new year. I wish you and everyone in the room a happy, blessed holiday and the best of lucks in their trades. If you have a chance, please tell Kathy I say hello and hope she hasn't been affected by the wildfires in California. Regards, Teresa. So that's where Teresa is, by the way. When you lose, you reduce your size. Yeah, it's Priyanka. You're the person who digs yourself a hole with a shovel and you climb out with a spoon. We're gonna discuss. I mean, we need to have like some a potential coaching session. I would need to set that up through T3, but I'll try to think of something and I'll tell you what I can do to potentially help you. Oh, my pleasure, Kathy. And she called you out. She called Kathy out. Nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed the Newsbeat Nightly Trading broadcast. Happy trading, make money, and we will see you guys tomorrow on Friday on the Newsbeat Live Trading broadcast. Have a wonderful evening.